Hello, welcome back to Yoga with Paige. Welcome to your mat. I'm so glad you are here with me today. So today, obviously, we're doing things a little bit different because, I'm really trying to make this as authentic as I can and kind of take you along on this lifelong journey with me and see how our yoga practice can be translated off of the mat and how the tools that we cultivate here with ourselves, how we can use those off the mat in our daily life to create a healthier and happier lifestyle. So, as we talk about that today, I have found myself avoiding my practice for the past about 2 days. So that is why we are here today on a live video. This will be completely unedited. This is unscripted, unplanned. Who knows what's going to come up because I am struggling to sit with myself right now. I am struggling to come to this practice. I think a little bit subconsciously because I know that there are some things that I need to unearth or to work on, and I'm resisting. I've been resisting getting on my mat and I've been resisting coming here. So I thought it would be a nice way to let you know what's been going on and a nice way to cultivate this community of support because I am here with you in real time. And don't worry if you miss this live. I know it's kind of a really random, weird time in the middle of the day, but these videos will always be on my channel under the live section as well. But I am here with you physically, really in real time, and you are also here with me. And I think at this point today, I could use that. I could use that feeling of support. So thank you for being here. And today, what I kind of had planned for this practice was a way to connect and kind of sit with yourself. So we're all always going through things, right? Like we don't tell everybody all of the things that we're going through, all of the thoughts, the internal battles, the wars that we are fighting. A lot of times we keep those hidden. So whatever is coming up for you right now as I talk about this, whatever is resonating, use this practice as a really, really nurturing practice. We're going to kind of start with just some gentle meditation, some mindfulness, just time to sit with ourselves, that thing that we often don't want to do, that we need to do the most. And then I want to kind of work through a few hip openers and see if there's anything I can release there and just get a little bit of a stretch. So after this long little introduction, if you are practicing with me here today, we can have some water, find your nice comfortable space, and we can begin whenever you are ready. Finding a nice place, I recommend sitting. Make sure you're comfy first, kind of find some wiggles, anything that will help you relax and find some stillness. So get any of your energy, your movement out, release it. Maybe shake it out, especially if you're feeling very anxious like I am right now. Maybe some shakes, some taps, get the energy moving, get it flowing. Feel that life, that prana that's always in, flowing up and down. Move it around, start to connect to your breath. Make it loud, make it present. And finding stillness whenever you're ready. Finding whatever position feels good to you. Child pose, easy seat, lotus. Just draw one big breath in. Thank yourself for being here. And exhale. Send a loving energy, loving thoughts to your body. Perhaps you can take the hands to the belly or one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, helping yourself to connect with this breath. Whatever it is that is stressing you, ailing you, weighing you down, let it go for the time being. We will revisit it after. This is our time now to relax and calm the nervous system. as we breathe at our natural pace, letting the sound fill you. Letting the tongue gently drop away from the mouth, creating this oceanic sound of breath, connecting you to the elements, the ocean, the water, the tides, the flow of it all. Perhaps with these next few breaths, you picture tides along the beach as they crash along the shore. The inhale, water coming up, 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 close to your toes as you stand in the sand. And on the exhale, all of your stresses are being carried out to sea. They're lifted away, floating far, far, far from your reach. Beginning to observe your body as you sit here, rooting down through the sit bones, the thighs, the tops of the feet, whatever is connected, touching to your mat, to the earth through your mat. Finding a nice long spine as you continue to breathe in whatever position you find yourself, whatever called to you. Finding this sense of presence and stillness. Giving yourself permission to feel whatever it is that may come up for you. Opening up through the heart center as you breathe in wide and lower the shoulders down from the ears. Noticing, observing if you have a chance to tense up or run, resist from any feelings, any thoughts. Or perhaps this feels like a nice, safe, open space to begin to work through these things. No judgment with either answer. Just notice how you feel. Do you feel safe and supported here on the mat in your being? Or do we maybe have some more work to do? Let your breath and your body guide you to whatever answer feels fitting. Perhaps finding small and slow movements with the neck as you continue to breathe. Further releasing tension from the cervical spine. Tucking the chin in. And lifting it up, opening through the front of the throat. Making these movements in itself an act of self-love as you move slowly, carefully. No force here. Sometimes just moving your body very gently can be enough to allow yourself safe space. And if you've been taking neck tilts forwards and backwards, I invite you now to find a nice neutral spine and take your gaze over one shoulder. Then come through center and peek over the other one. Trying to be careful to only move through the neck and the head as much as possible. Not holding your breath. I just found myself holding my breath there for a moment. So if you did as well, make sure to release it all out. We definitely don't want to hold any of this stagnant energy. We want to release it. That's the whole point of this practice here. To connect and release. Let it all go. Finding one more breath here, maybe taking a different perspective as we peek over the shoulder. Maybe you notice something different about the sides of the room or how your body feels. And returning back to a neutral spine, sitting up nice and tall. Taking a few breaths here to end this meditation mindfulness practice. Big inhale, reach the arms up, draw the energy up. And exhale. Hands come to heart, seal it in. Big breath, inhale, reach. Make it loud. Maybe exhale with an open mouth. One more time, make this real big expression here. Waking up the body, energizing the mind, maybe taking a lion's breath on the exhale. Notice how you feel. And then finding a few little hip opening stretches, coming into a bound angle, sending the soles of the feet together. Beautiful. Rooting down through the edges of the feet, lifting up. Giving yourself permission to relax as you breathe. Practicing stillness and practicing silence. Sometimes silence can be scary, but it's a practice in itself. Taking another minute here in bound angle, allowing yourself to release, to open, to find whatever variation of this stretch calls to you. Perhaps a little side stretch. Making sure to balance out both sides if you're taking any variations. And maybe you would just like to sit in child pose or another grounding posture. This practice is all about connecting to you, what is inside. What do you need in this moment right now? Meet yourself where you are. Maybe you need to move that energy around, find some cat-cow. Finding another little hip opener, extending this bound angle with some wide-legged seated forward fold. So the first breath, I'm going to bend my knees a little bit. My legs are a little tight. So inhale to lift up, flexing the feet, sending the energy out to the sides of the room. Nice and active here in the hips. Engage through the core, pull the navel in. And on your next exhale, we can gently fold forward, hinging from the hips. What do you notice here? Maybe a little bit of an ego, like you should have your legs straight and you should be down farther. Maybe some emotions are beginning to pour forth. That's okay. I'm here for you. Let them out. This is what we're here to do. Maybe we're finally coming into the here and the now, finding gratitude for ourselves. No matter what you're going through, no matter what mistakes you feel like you've made that have caused these feelings to build up in you, you are human, you are imperfect, but you are perfect in your imperfectness. Still breathing. Beautiful. And as I draw my legs in to my hips, coming onto the knees, I want to say, I'm coming up onto the knees, kind of finding a little gate pose here. A little heart opener, a little chest opener. I am here, and even though I make mistakes, I am not perfect, but I am doing my best. And if that resonates with you, that little affirmation, maybe you say it, repeat it to yourself out loud. Or you find something else that works for you. Extending my left leg, coming into a nice big gate pose stretch, grounding down through the outer edge of this left foot as we reach up and find another side stretch. Then carefully lifting up, taking that left leg in to find the other side. I do want to say one thing that's been helping me lately as I navigate through these emotions and all these wild thought process in my head, that knowing that everything is temporary has been helping me recently with these emotions, knowing that if I feel anxious or if I'm down on myself or guilty about something, that is a temporary state of being and I will not always feel that way. That helps me, I think, sometimes not hold on to it as much, and it helps me release it. Like, okay, even though I'm feeling super guilty or super anxious or super mad, I won't always feel that way. It's kind of relieving. So I hope that helps you if you can kind of start to think about things like that in that perspective. I'm coming into pigeon right now. I'm going to kind of end this practice with a nice big pigeon pose. I love this posture because it really opens up my hips. We stay nice and active. So we really are active in this quadricep to get a better stretch in this glute. We're active in this hamstring to help hold yourself up. So really sinking down. If you need blocks, please grab them. But it's also such a nice heart opener. I feel strong. I feel rooted down into the ground, confident, but I'm also open. I think it's a very nice balance between being open to receive, but feeling rooted and secure. So take this time to maybe see what this posture means to you. How does this pigeon pose make you feel? Just get to know yourself. remembering to breathe. Even as a yoga teacher, sometimes I still forget that the breath is really my friend. Finding a few more breaths here, maybe finding a little rock or a little twist before carefully reaching back, swinging this right leg over, switching sides, extending the left behind me. Take your time, stay in pigeon pose longer if you'd like to. And as you settle into this side, notice if one feels different than the other. Maybe one was more open. Coming back to the breath, letting everything else go. We can handle everything else after, later. This is our time to just be. Quiet all of those racing thoughts. And just be with yourself. I have to say this practice has made me feel a lot better. And I thank you for being here with me. I'm feeling the love. Breathe it out. And if you had come into a sleeping pigeon, kind of walk your hands back up, find one last breath, really shining the heart forward. You are here, you deserve to be here, you are open, and you will receive so many blessed opportunities that are heading your way. And on your exhale, you can carefully come out, sliding around, finding a last little position where we can take a few breaths together to center ourselves as we prepare to end this practice. And I encourage you to close your eyes for a moment and just observe the internal state of your being right now. Did anything change? All answers are okay. All feelings, thoughts are valid. We just study ourselves when we evaluate this way. And inhaling, reaching up, palms meet, bringing gratitude in for your body being able to move, for your health, for you being here, showing up for yourself. And I thank you so much for showing up today, meeting me on the mat here. I really, really needed you. So I appreciate you, and I hope this practice was a little bit healing for whatever you are going through right now. Just know that this is temporary. You got this. Use those yoga tools, use your breath throughout the rest of the day. I feel so much better, and I really hope you do too. So I will see you the next time we meet on Yoga with Paige. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And now comes the awkward moment where I have to get up and stop this video.